say for example, if you tell me, Candy, you out of line about something, I ain't gonna do nothing but apologize and keep it moving and change my ways or change my frame of thought or my way of thinking about that. Because if you are on the wrong side, ain't nothing to do but to get on the right side if you out of line, you know. So even when I fuss at people, I don't just block them. I'm just uh, speaking to correct the action, and I keep it moving, you know. I'm a very forgiving person, you know, and I have actually allowed people to abuse being in contact with me in the manner that a lot of people be swag swiping. They'll come on my page, they'll like my style, and then they go and imitate that on their page and won't even give me my props for the fact that they got that from me. Now, one other young lady had put on her post, she said, and she was complaining, she said, why do people so concerned and get so serious about Facebook? It's just Facebook, it's just this, it's just that. Well, she was speaking ignorantly on behalf of everybody else, because she's on Facebook just for telling all her business and posting everything she doing. Oh, I'm in Jack in the Box line. Oh, the police is next door and all that kind of shit. All right. But it's a lot of people online here that are trying to build their businesses up. They are online to connect with people in their professional industry. So they have to be concerned with whether or not they are engaging with the people on their friend list, because it's business. All right. And I'm strictly business myself. Now, I do like to mix business with pleasure, in the sense that although I am in business, I like to just meet people of like-minded perspectives and connect with those people. And that's what I'm on Facebook for, to network and connect with people with like mind. People that's about their business, people that's goal oriented, people that's music connoisseurs or lovers of music. And those are the reasons that I friend people. Now, if you friending me just because you want to add me to your numbers, and then I go to your page and I see you have limited access to the posts that I can see, then I'll just block you. And the reason why I'm quick to block people instead of just unfriending them is because Facebook, if you just unfriend a person, Facebook will suggest them as a friend later. Because I've had that happen. And I don't want to re-engage with somebody that I already have found to be not compatible in mentality with me. So I block people to prevent Facebook from suggesting them as friends again. Since it's just thousands of people, I would never remember everybody. Okay, this person is like this person is like that. Okay, so best thing for me to do is just to block them. That way Facebook does not populate them in the suggestion for friends. Okay, I want to get to know people, and I want to them to get to know me as well. Not just to have fans but I am genuinely looking for friends, people, acquaintances that are into what I'm into. I love old school cars and refurbishing them and stuff like that. Some of my friends don't have nothing to do with music. They may be into old school cars, because that's what I like. Some people prefer movies than music, and so since I'm not a movie person, I try to steer away from those type of people because I'm not really into movies. I'm a music person, and so I try to in turn friend people who are into music as well. Okay, and I want people to talk to me and interact with me on my posts. If you are on my page and you don't like anything, then we don't need to be friends. And certainly, I post a lot of good things that's worth sharing. So if you scroll through my page and you didn't see nothing worth sharing, to me, that tells me that you are a hater. And I don't know about you, but I don't want no haters on my friend list. Haters belong on a hater list if you got one. And I call my hater list the block list. That's my hater list right there. I will put you on the hater list if I see you not sharing anything, you're not liking anything, you're not commenting on any posts. I do friend people and accept friend requests. Now, I'm going to tell you about the accepting the friend requests. I used to accept anybody friend requests because I'm friendly, but I don't anymore because some people just want to add you to their list, and they want to ignore you for years and years. You know how Facebook will send you them notification. You have been friends, your memories, you have been friends with this person for this long and such and such. And I'd be like, what? I've been friends with this person for 2 years. I never got a like or a comment or share or nothing from this person. And then I'll say, okay, well, maybe I need to engage and initiate the engagement. And I'll take responsibility for my part. And I will go on their page and see if it's anything I could, that I could gather information about what they're like and on their post, on their page, and see if it's something that I can share or comment on and engage with them. But if I've been commenting and engaging with you and you ignore me, or it's one-sided, where I'm only coming on your page and liking things or sharing things, but you don't even reciprocate that at all to let me know that you want to get to know me as well, then I will block you, okay? And I'm just keeping it real. A lot of people have hidden agendas and stuff like that. And in my experience, people don't really like the real shit. They just say they do. But I'm going to keep it real with you, and I ain't got no hidden agenda. So my agenda I'm making clear and open. In this broadcast, nothing hidden about what I'm expecting or what I'm looking for. Because I'm telling you straight out, I'm looking for friends and like-minded people. Okay, whether that be in business or personal life, whatever, okay? And I'm going to tell y'all I'm single and I don't like women. I need a man. I prefer them dark-skinned, but maybe y'all can help me find a man. Y'all could do a rally and you know how, well, only the old school people know about this, but back in the day, people when you was single a long time and they figure you was a good catch, they would do what they call matchmaking. And the people in the community would get together and start brainstorming and be like, and say your name was Roy. Oh, Roy is a good man. He need him a woman. He need a good woman. And they start thinking who would be a good match for him. And they would be trying to matchmake and get them together. And a lot of times they did. So maybe we could go back to old school. Y'all can help me find a man. I need a man, y'all. I ain't desperate for one. I've been single for 4 years. But I do want a man or a companion. But I prefer dark-skinned black men. So I've noticed that when I post that on my timeline, all the white men that was following me because they was kind of had a little crush on me, they stopped liking stuff and they just pretty much start ignoring me. Okay? But please believe if I notice that, or if Teresa noticed that you've been liking stuff and you stop, well, we gonna block you because you is not a fan, you're not a friend, you're not anything. You're just taking up space. And so we don't need no space holders. So I'll block you, So that's that. I just want people to understand that we've gotten so caught up in this new age, and the new age of technology can be helpful, but it can only be helpful if we utilize it for that purpose. Some people think they're helping by posting a lot of feel-good meanies, okay? And don't even realize that a lot of people are annoyed by that, okay? And you might say, well, why would somebody be annoyed by meme that's, positive or whatever like that? Because anything done too much is annoying. Even your positive quotes, it's annoying, okay? Because ain't nobody happy all the goddamn time. Let's be real. Let's keep it real, please. I did say please. Ain't nobody happy and jolly and kind and all that all the time. So you're portraying something that ain't even realistic. That to me means you're a fake. And the same with the Christians constantly quoting God this and God that and scriptures. I will block the shit out your ass with all that. Just stop it. Live some of that, I don't too much particularly care for people that's fakes and frauds, because them the same type of people will come on your page and steal your swag. They be swag swiping. I even seen on a page called something about Saves of Jesus, something like that, and they stole one of my pictures and made a video out of it, and then they acting like they promoting Jesus while you swag swiping. I'm like, you swag swiping for Jesus, motherfucker? What the fuck? You done stole my picture and you gonna represent God with a stolen picture? That's how we doing it now in the church? I know people probably think I hate Christians. I don't. I just got a problem with hypocrisy, period. Because I also have a problem with people that's into politics to the point where it's like a religion. They always posting about against the person or the parties that they don't like and all that. And they'll unfriend people just because they don't agree with their politics and stuff like that. And nigga, you ain't getting paid to promote no damn political party. Sit your punk ass down somewhere. Your vote don't even count. Your dumb ass. You ain't see you voted, the person you voted in, they didn't get you what you wanted either. All right. Whoever in the hell you voted in, and I love me some Obama, but he couldn't get you what you wanted either, and it ain't his damn fault, because can't no president run this country. They just the leader and the one to take the fall. They just a fall guy. All right. And anybody that's dumb enough to think they vote count, 10 chances 1, they not going to be rational about a lot of things. And that's the reason why I don't want to be bothered with them, because they irrational people. All right. It's not that you into politics that bother me. It's not that you into religion that bothers me. It's the fact that you irrational that bothers me. You're not reasonable. When you have evidence of years and years and years, just like with Trump, nobody voted. Trump didn't have enough voters to be president, but he still is. That right there tells the whole damn thing, all right? That your vote don't count. So if you dumb enough to be arguing back, I can understand if you really thought your vote count, but you arguing and getting all vicious with it and posting things just to put people down and stuff like that, because they believe in a party different than yours, you ignorant. And I don't want to be bothered with you, okay? Even people that's into, what I want to say, I don't know, it's just a lot of things that people turn into a religious type of mindset. And what I mean by religious is they so bound to that mindset that if anyone speak against what they think or their perception or their viewpoint, if you differ from that, they attack you. And that's not reasonable behavior at all. Okay? So if they're not reasonable in that capacity, then I figure you don't even have the capability of just being reasonable in general. And I could be wrong, but we all judge one another, truth be told. So what I'd like to do is give people sufficient enough information to judge me right. Okay, and fair, I should say. Judge me fairly. And I'd like for people to get started with making these kind of videos. Tell us a little bit about yourself so that we can get to know you, so that so that I can judge you fairly. All right. And when I say judge you, we all determine, okay, this person is nah, I don't really want to get to know that person any further, or sometimes we may judge a person to the point where we may feel like we do want to get to know the person better. However we decide, that's a judgment we made. Okay? That's a judgment we made. So people who are posting these memes about don't judge me and you don't know where I've come from, that's bullshit. That's cowardice behavior, because people don't want to be held accountable for their behaviors. They don't want to be held accountable for that. And so they quick to say don't judge me because they don't want to be held accountable. All right. And if you're trying to use the Bible as a cloak to say, the Bible say, judge not that ye be not judged. It also says, when ye judge, judge justly. So that means that when you judge, make sure you have enough information to judge right and fairly. So they ignore that correlating scripture that explains in depth that there are some time, I'm not in depth, but it explains how sometimes you may have to judge, okay? But when you judge, judge justly, all right? Because everybody gonna make a judgment about the next person. You know, you're gonna make some type of judgment. When you looking at their post, you judging whether that post is worth a like. You judging that post, or you judge if that post is worth a share. And so if you scroll through my page and you decided nothing was worth liking, nothing was worth sharing, nothing was worth speaking up and saying, hey, this is really good music, or this is really good what you're doing, or whatever, then I think something is wrong with you. Because I got some good shit on my page that I post. And so if you got a problem with that, then I figure something's wrong with you and I need to block you. Okay? That's the way I see it. You know, I know some people gonna judge me and say, that lady is crazy. She just blocked people for frivolous stuff. Well, hey, that's your business how you want to judge that. See, you're judging me, and that's okay. Because we all judge one another, truth be told. Hey, what's going on? Oh, this thing ain't scrolling like it used to when people coming in. Hey, Susan. I didn't even know all of y'all was in here. Hey, Jay. Hey, Vincent. Bob. Oh, this thing don't scroll down on its own like it used to. They meddling with it. And so we got some new features here, but some of the old ones is gone. You just stopping in? All right. Thank you for hollering at me. I appreciate that. Thank you, darling. I appreciate that. I want to get to know y'all, and I want y'all to get to know me better. And that's the reason why I am creating this video. Because I don't want to just add people to my list. I had over 5,000 friends on my list. And I could have just made another page and just kept it going and probably had 20,000 friends by now, fake friends. I don't want that. I want us to get to know one another. And if I don't have but 20 friends on my Facebook, but we interact with each other and get to know one another, then that's all right with me. Because it's not the numbers that I'm looking for. I'm looking for engagement, and I want to get to know people. I actually would like to meet some of the people that are here in the same state that I'm in. I would like to meet y'all in person. And when I do my tour, I want to, in the different states, I want to already know people there. That I'm real friends with and not just Facebook friends. Because see, the problem is when we distance ourselves and we just friends on social media, what happens is people will take a liking to you for what they see, and then when they get to find out anything else more about you and they realize it's one thing in particular that they dislike, and then they just drop off from liking you when they've been liking you all the while. And that ain't cool. I'm in New Jersey. Where you at, Susan? Oh, you in North Carolina. Okay. Oh, yeah, you a Southern girl. I am too. I'm from Texas. By way of Louisiana. My people's from Louisiana. But I'm going to be doing a tour where it was planned for this year, but with all the hurricane disasters and all that stuff going on, we had to postpone it. But I was going to do a tour down towards the south, and we was going to make some stops in North Carolina and South Carolina because I have a lot of fans out there. Oh, yeah. I'm up here in New Jersey, and I've been up here for quite a while, but I'm not up here to live. I'm up here on business. I just happen to have a place up here since I've been up here so long. Okay, okay. I'll be sure to holler at you, but in the meantime, in between time, we can get to know one another. So that when we do get to meet in person, it's just a formality. You understand? Yeah. So, I'd like to know a little bit more about y'all, what you like and stuff like that. And I can know that if people interact on my post. I don't like it when people come in my inbox. Oh, I should not end this broadcast without saying that. Please stay out of my inbox. Please do not inbox me. And I'm saying that as nicely but as firmly as I can, because sometimes when I try to tell people, when they come in my inbox, they be offended, but they don't realize they offended me, because if they coming in my inbox, that means you haven't read none of my posts, because I'm constantly posting that I don't have Messenger, and please don't inbox me. The inbox is there because Facebook don't allow us to block that feature out. I'm the type of person, I'm old school, old fashioned, or whatever. If you want to talk business with me, call me. My number is 518-732-5729. And yes, I openly give out my number. All right. So you can call me. I'm old school. But if I'm going to tell you right now, if you haven't seen my video on rules of engagement, I'm going to need you to do that before you call me, because even when you call me, might get your feelings hurt. Because if you're trying to engage with me and tell me about your music and trying to get music advice or whatever out of me on the cool, then to me that's abuse of our relationship. All right, that's abuse, because you ain't even took time to get to know me before you trying to get something out of me, and that ain't right now. So I will cuss you out in person. And I am a very fun person, but I'm also a very I don't know how you say that. No nonsense. I am a no nonsense type of person. I figure if you want to do business with me, let's get to know one another, and then go from there. But don't just start right out throwing your music at me, because that's gonna make me mad now. I also known some people that just like a bunch of posts to get my attention, and then try to push their music off on me. All right. Yes. And that is, yes, please be professional. Yes, that's what I'm saying. Because that's not professional to come at somebody and not really know what their goals are professionally, because you may be coming at them and y'all goals are total opposite of one another. You are just wasting your time anyway. Don't you want to put enough research into it to find out if they even have similar goals? So it behooves you to get to know the person, and that's why I like to get to know people on my friends list, to see who all I want to know. Anybody that's a go-getter, I definitely want to get to know you. Oh, yes, indeed. Because that it would be somebody similar in character as me. Because I'm a go-get it and come come with it type of person. I am more action than talk, and I certainly would love to connect with like-minded people. So I can see if perhaps even there's a position at the label that that person can fill, and I will initiate that if I see that you're interacting and sharing and stuff like that. I'm like, oh yes, now this is the type of person we need at the label. Somebody that's getting it in and see something good and it's thought was worth sharing and they shared, you know. I just want to thank y'all for your interaction, but I'm asking y'all for a little more, okay? And I think that's only right that we not ignore one another. I do go on other people's page and try to get to know them, but I want to see people interact on my page, ask questions, leave comments. Even if you dislike my music, please tell me why. And not to say that I'm going to change what I'm doing because you made a comment, but it's interested to know other people's perspective, okay? And it helps us sometimes in sculpting our works and productions and stuff like that, so that we make sure that we're reaching the people that we want to reach. Hey, Hollywood, what's going on? How's it going? You gonna talk back to me or you gonna ignore me? Let's see, that's what I'm talking about. Yo, we should not be going on people live broadcasts and just snooping and being looky-loos. Because that make me think you swag swiping. That'll make me think you just coming to see what I'm talking about so you can go on your page and act like you originated the ideas and then steal it. And see, I'm blocking a lot of people for that right now. That's not cool at all. And now I know it's some people who don't interact in the comment section when you go on live because they're they speak another language and they really trying to understand even what you said, much less communicate back. Okay. But for the people that speak English, I speak something like English. I speak something like English. Okay, thank you, Susan. I speak something like English, so if you can comprehend what I'm saying or whatever, I need some feedback from y'all, you know. Otherwise, I just block people and keep it moving, you know. So I find some people who understand that, and it ain't got to be like pulling teeth to get people to interact and give me some feedback, okay? And just like that young lady was telling me, well, not telling me, but wrote on her post, I don't know why people just talking, ain't nobody listening to them. It is somebody listening, it's just people not interacting, so it make them look crazy because people think they sitting up there talking to themselves because they don't see nobody making no comments. And see, y'all not gonna make me look crazy sitting up there watching and don't say nothing. And that's, y'all know y'all not gonna do that to me because I can see that you in here, and if you're not responding back, I'm gonna block you. It's that simple. Please block me because I'm gonna block you. And I'm gonna start doing that because I'm not happy with talking to the wall. I'm crazy a little bit, But I ain't that crazy to just be sitting up here talking to myself. And y'all trying to make me look crazy because people don't see y'all is in here. But I see you in here. But you ain't saying nothing. Because the thing give me notification and say Hollywood is watching. But Hollywood is not talking. Hollywood, what's wrong with you? I know you can talk. What's going on? And Michael always got something to say. He quiet today. And who else is in here? I'm trying to scroll through. I don't want to touch this thing and scroll and mess up something. I mean, turn it off on y'all. But I'm scrolling through here, and it's people in the broadcast, but ain't saying nothing. And all right. Thank you, Susan, for stopping in and showing love. I appreciate that. I really do. I appreciate that. All right. So I'm looking at some of the people who are in here are in other countries and stuff, and perhaps they're just learning the language. So I do understand if you don't comment. I really do. But I think even, just say hi. Even Vincent and somebody else in here that I know, Yame, that when they do type in the thing in their language, Facebook automatically oh crap-a-doodle. Facebook automatically, what the hell is going on with Facebook? Facebook automatically translates it to the English or the language that person speak. So when what's his name typed something in, I forgot what is your name, Vincent, it automatically translated it to English. So if people from other countries can interact and speak up, even though and try to communicate, and they don't even speak the same language, certainly there's no excuse for those that speak English to come in and act like deaf mutes. Okay, so I'm blocking you, Hollywood. I'm telling you that right now. I'm not playing no games with you. You done and you aggravating me, right? You're aggravating me at this point. Okay, so I'm gonna block you. So block me. When I'm done with this broadcast, I'm definitely blocking you. Because I'm tired of you doing me like that. You always come in my broadcast and you make me mad when you do that. If you come in my broadcast and just be on here trolling. Don't troll my damn broadcast. I'm not really cut it for you, but you're just doing the most. It's getting on my nerves. I had to block AD with that bullshit. Y'all need to just stop it now. Do unto others as you have them to do unto you. I come to your broadcast, I comment the whole time, give you plenty of feedback back and forth, and like, share, and all that. And then you bring your bitch ass on my broadcast and don't say nothing? The fuck? So now y'all know it can get crucial. I mean, I'm just a straight up person, and it's hard for me to pretend and hold my feelings in because I don't like it to hold my feelings in, because when people hold their feelings in and it bubbles up and they like a ticking time bomb. So I don't just blow up on nobody in an extreme manner. I'll go and get that shit out while it's in me. Right then off the rip, I'm getting it on out and get it over with. Now I'm angry with him for his behavior, but I don't hate him. But I don't want to be bothered with that kind of foolishness. If you don't support me, unfriend me, block me. No, not unfriend me, block me, please. Please, I did say please. If you don't like me and you don't like nothing I post, please block me. I think I ought to end this broadcast on that note. And I'm gonna end this broadcast, but I will have more. So, and I'll call it Getting to Know Me, Getting to Know You. But in the meantime, in between time, as always, because I do say this all the time, keep it real or take your ass back to fantasy land.